right now, it's called the Get Noticed Camp, Friday, June 15th at 1 p.m. Mira Mesa High School. As you can see the information right there at getnoticed2018.619football.com. And for more on the camp, we're joined by Nate Turner, defensive coordinator at Morningside, and Dave Kimura, assistant coach at Hastings. Gentlemen, you both came out here from the Midwest to see some San Diego football. This is for both of you. What is it about San Diego football players that's so special?
Number one, I think San Diego is a place that's loaded with talent. There's a lot of talent and a lot of guys that work hard and want to be successful.
And same thing for you.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success with some San Diego guys in the past. And again, our area of recruiting is so saturated in the Midwest because it's so much smaller than California, obviously. So if you want to come find some quality talent, San Diego is a great place to find it.
What does it take to get noticed?
Number one, I mean, you got to perform on the field, and you got to have good film, and you got to be willing to reach out to coaches and make it personal. I mean, if you're going to reach out to a coach, make it personal, do some research on the school and the place you're reaching out to.
And another thing that you guys talked about too was grades. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, the grades are very important. Obviously, when you're not a Division I football player, your grades are going to help with your academics, and it starts early. It starts as soon as they get into high school. Making their highlight film is a lot of times the most important thing when it should be doing their homework.
So it becomes classroom first and then football.
Absolutely.
Yes. Next. Now, there's going to be 6 universities there and the Get Noticed camp. When you guys see a certain guy, do you not tell? I know you guys are friends, but do you not tell the coach next to you and say, "Ooh, wow, did you see that?"
I think that's our profession. That's what we do, and everyone knows what you don't have to be standing next to the guy with the clock to know when a guy's running fast. We're used to seeing it on film, seeing it from afar, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, we all kind of see it, and you'll see coaches start to matriculate towards somebody if they post a big number.
And you were kind of talking about the guys that you're looking for different things too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're looking for guys that want to come in and want to work hard, and guys that enjoy football and not enjoy getting recruited. You got to have a love for the sport, and the guys that shows up on the field and what they do and their work ethic, instead of the guys that really love just getting the attention from the recruiting process.
Scholarships work a little bit differently for private colleges in AIA Division II. Can you guys explain how it works? Because a lot of people just don't really understand. They know about the Division I, that you get the scholarship, your kid goes and plays football, and you don't have to pay for the education.
Yeah, I mean, even sometimes you still hear some people say, I got a partial scholarship to a Division I school. It's an all or nothing thing at the Division I level. Division II level is a little bit different in terms of they can give partial scholarships. Our level is a percentage of it is going to come from your academics, and the percentage of it is going to come from your play. And at private schools, for the most part, usually the academic part is going to outweigh the athletic part. And
is it hard to kind of explain the process? Because a lot of parents don't really understand how the scholarships work, because they think, oh, you got a scholarship offer, great, I don't have to pay for college,
yes,
kind of thing.
A lot of parents don't understand that. Like Coach was saying, at the Division I level, if you get an offer, that means it's a full scholarship. But once you get past even 1AA and down lower into the lower levels, an offer is just a partial scholarship. No one is really giving out full scholarships. So when we say we're going to give you a scholarship offer, it's a partial scholarship, and parents need to, do some research in that aspect.
One thing that we're just talking about, a coach told me, and this will bring me to our next question, he said we recruit parents as much as we recruit players, and part of that, for you guys that are in the Midwest, kids get homesick and they're like, call their parents, they want to come home, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think the big deal with us when it comes to recruiting parents is about building a relationship with the parents as well as the student athlete. So that way when things go awry, or they do get homesick, the parents still have that trust in what we're doing as football coaches at our institution. That way they say, nope, you got to stick it out, or they call us as opposed to just tell the student, run home as fast as you can.
Do you ask that to parents? To say, what if your kid gets homesick? What are you going to do? I know it's a tough question to ask a parent, but kind of...
Yeah, in some cases, yes. A lot of times for us, for distance kids, we will talk to parents about that a little bit and explain the fact that it's going to be hard. They're going to have, at some point, they're going to question why they're there. And that comes with every freshman, whether you're from distance or not. But we talk to parents about how you're going to handle that conversation with your young man when he's going through that tough time.
We make a joke, but really we're being honest when we say if they call in the first month, don't pick it up.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
285 colleges represented last season in the NFL, and there's also Division II, and some NAIA kids go to camp. I mean, perfect. Luis Perez was a Division II guy in Rams camp. Can you speak to that? Kids that are thinking about the NFL. If you're good enough, NFL scouts will find you, right?
Yes. If you're good enough, NFL scouts will find you. We've had a running back that was looked at our level. Numerous scouts come through and talk to him, and they will find you. Those scouts are paid to do their job, and if there's somebody in their region, they will find you. They will take a look at you.
I mean, same thing for you. Because you guys have to do this too. This is your job, but that's at a bigger level, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's the same thing we spoke earlier about Division I, right? Those players that are waiting for Division I offers late into the year, it's probably not going to happen because those guys are paid so much money to find recruits. So if they're in your region and they're offering an 8th grader from your region and they're not offering you, you need to be a little more realistic and realize if you want to go play college football, then you can do it. There's schools to go play and get your degree, and at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing.
All right, we'll throw up the board one more time. The Get Noticed camp, Friday, June 15th, 1 p.m. These gentlemen will be there at Mira Mesa High School. Get Noticed 2018.619football.com, and let's show what we have coming up at 6 p.m. Don King will talk about the U.S. Open. Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in, and that's it for the KUSI News at 5. The KUSI News at 6 is next. You definitely want to check it out.